Hey guys, this is the start of the no-dig garden. We didn't have to dig it up, but we did have to level it off some because it was really rough like that and not level, whatnot. And I've enlisted the help of my son's friend Brandon and my son Lucas, and so they're doing the heavy toting for me because, well, I can't do it. I'm just too tired. But yeah, this is really rough stuff. But we got it kind of leveled out. Close enough for government work, right? All right. I'll take some more pictures whenever I get some of this stuff put in. Okay, I put down some cardboard. There's a couple of layers. Anywhere where there's cuts in the boxes where the flaps were and stuff, make sure you overlap them like shingles so that light doesn't get to the dirt below, to help block out weeds. That's the idea. And make sure you leave a border around the edge, you know, like 8 or 10 inches, because you don't want to have that stuff encroaching in from the sides. So they're bringing up some more sifted compost, and we'll make the bed right on down, and I will bring you back when we got more in. Okay, that's it. So far, that's all I had sifted, but that's okay. They're fixing to bring me some water and then the tomato plants and stuff that I have. So we're going to get this planted and watered today. So, and then we took and we mulched around all the little fruit trees so that their little roots would be protected. And we've got a little bit of excess mulch there and one more tub down there that we're going to haul up and just dump into a pile until I need it, because I'm going back to town tomorrow to get the sawdust and stuff, so I need to put that on the edges of this bed. It'll be from that lathe machine or planer or whatever it is. It's real fine stuff. It's not really great for, you can't plant in it because it'd be just too dense, but it'd be fine for walkways. We need dense anyway for walkways so that the weeds don't grow. So anyway, here is the no-dig garden bed already spread out, and I took the back of the rake and I tamped it down so that it would be packed in a little bit better. I didn't want a whole bunch of air pockets in there, so I tamped and flattened it out a little bit. It's probably 9-10 inches thick. I don't know if that's thick enough. We'll find out. I can always add more later though if I need to, and I'm sure this stuff will break down to be shallower as the time goes on, and then I'll have to top dress it. But you see, these trees aren't very big. It'll be a few years before they're big enough to shade out the garden. And when they are big enough to shade out the garden, I'll just move the garden. And we'll just leave all this compost and stuff in here, and it'll be the best orchard ground in the world. It'll be so rich and full of humus and goodies that these trees will grow and produce, hopefully, very well. And then by that time, I should have another garden area cleared out. But as you can see, that's what I'm facing. So it's not going to be, you know, an easy task. I think I'm going to put the hog pen right back here. Like start at that tree, that big tree right here. If you can see my finger, wherever it is. Right there. We'll start at that tree and go to that tree and then back. And those will be like the corner trees for the hog pen, which will be fine. At least give me a defined boundary. I'm going to make the hogs clear that spot out. I mean, look how thick that is. We'll make them dig it up and eat whatever they're going to eat and chew it up and do whatever they're going to do with it. And then we can go in and cut down any of the little trees and whatnot. So anyway, they're going to be up here with the plants in a few minutes, and then I'll plant them and show you what I've got. Be right back. Okay, I planted the tomatoes. These are heirloom tomatoes. They are beef something. Hold on. Red beefsteak heirloom tomato. Okay, I got 2 of them. Planted one here. And then I've got a mammoth jalapeno and another red beefsteak. That one was kind of bent, so we propped it up with a stick. And another regular jalapeno. That's the only thing that'll fit in this whole bed is these 4 plants, because I don't have onions I can plant down the side. So I would do that, but I don't have the onions. So we'll just have to live with the 4 plants. Anyway, that's the start of the no-dig garden. Anyway, We've still got more plants to plant. I've still got a bunch of them over there. I got acorn squash, yellow straight neck squash, and zucchini squash to plant. But I'm going to make them what I call pods. They're not going to get a long bed. I'm going to put one right in the middle, right here where it's all rough. I'm just going to put a big square of cardboard and a pile of this stuff and plant one of them. And it can just grow in this whole spot. And then I'll put another one right there and another one right there, in between the trees. So it'll work out. Kind of like the plantings they did with the old corn, beans, and squash thing that they used to do, the Native Americans. Anyway, no corn because it might be a little late to plant corn, so I'm not going to do that this year. But I am going to plant the squash and I've got the peppers and the tomatoes. Yeah, I know it's not a lot, but it's something. Okay, it's all I can do right now. And then right there, leaned up against that log, are my grapevines and my blueberry bushes. One of the blueberry bushes doesn't look like it's alive. The other one's greening up a little though. So we'll see. If I can plant that blueberry, then I'll have to get some peat moss because it needs more acidic soil. And but the two grapevines are starting to do well. I got to find a place to plant them in the next day or two. I just watered them here a few minutes ago. So anyway, if y'all like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, all that kind of good stuff. And don't forget, y'all go check out Charles Dowding on YouTube. He's the one that I got this idea from. I've been watching his videos, and he has very, very few weeds, almost none. So it's like, it seems to me, especially for me being the way I am with my back and everything, it seems to me like this would be the easiest gardening for me to do, because I won't have to bend over and pull weeds and on and on and on. Now, let's cross our fingers that the critters don't get my plants, because we are kind of out in the woods and there is no fencing, so it's a risk. But let's hope they don't mess with them. They haven't messed with them so far up there. They were in a flat in pots and they haven't touched them, so I'm hoping that they don't, but we'll see. Like, comment, subscribe, share it with friends, hit the thumbs up button, and we'll talk to you later. And y'all come back and see me.